Hello, everyone. Oh my gosh, what a fun day. Welcome. Who's on? I would love to see all of you chatting. I'm Robert Cook. We'll get into all the introductions here in a second. This is going to be so much fun. Miss Caroline, thank you for being here. Let's let everybody join in.
I'm so excited to be here. Yes, I can't wait. Complexion Day. Dave.
I need to turn down my phone. All right.
Oh, come on.
You know, it's always that. Oh my gosh, where's everybody tuning in from? If you will put in the chat, let me know where you are. We want to get into this and have some fun today, talking about complexion perfection. I'm Robert Cook with Lancôme, and this is my beautiful guest, Miss Caroline. Love you. So where's everybody tuning in from? Let me see in the chat. Where are you? I hope everybody got their little
Discovery kit.
Discovery kit. I love these. What a great idea. How much fun.
Right. Great job, Nordstrom. We love it.
Nordstrom, you are the bomb. Thank you for hosting us today to get into a very, talked about subject, which is complexion. It's all about the complexion, right? What do you think? You think everybody's here? I don't know how to see that.
Well, I think we're safe to get started, and as we go, maybe we can get their questions and they can ask us what they missed.
Perfect. Here we are. Okay, they're coming in now. All right, so let me ask you, who wants a more flawless complexion? Finding the right products and colors can sometimes be a challenge, but today we are here to show you great skincare and a perfected complexion. So we're going to do it all Lancôme and Nordstrom style. So welcome Nordstrom Live. I'm Robert Cook, the brand national artist for Lancôme. I have been with this beautiful brand for, I've used the products for almost 40 years, and I've worked for the brand for over 20. So I am joined today by my beautiful Caroline Ashton, who in her own right, she's a friend, colleague, and a very talented makeup artist on her own. And today, she is a supermodel with me today. So thank you for being here, Caroline. Just love that you're here, and I appreciate you.
I appreciate you too, and I'm so excited to be here. Nordstrom, I'm a Nordstrom shopper, so I'm in the right place too. So can't wait to see what you're going to be sharing with us.
Okay, let me say a little hi. Chat with us. Sorry. I think this is the fun part. We got to get them started, right? Okay, so today's live is completely shoppable. So we're going to drop into the links, into the chat, some of the links that you can shop, some of the products. And we're going to get to as many questions as we can today, either live here on air, or you can put it into the chat. The team behind the scenes is working tirelessly to answer all your questions. So hopefully we can get to everything today. And don't forget, the end of the event, we're drawing a lucky winner for the Complexion Perfection Sweepstakes today. So the winner will receive.
That's part of the reason why I come to all these things. Am I going to win? So
who doesn't like free stuff, right? And it's Lancôme skincare, so you're going to want to know why and what you're going to get. So we'll talk about that in a bit. So those of you that are joining that have your little discovery kit, I put mine in my, I kept it in the little bag. So if you did not receive a discovery kit, don't worry. If you are at the counter or you write some of the products down or you just take a few notes, you can experience some of these products for yourself. But I did want to say a couple hellos. Hello to Katya in Tampa, Mary Curran, Atlanta beauty stylist. So all the beauty stylists and beauty advisors out there for Lancôme, hello. I'm so glad you're here. And all of you clients that are out there, we love that you're here. And thank you, thank you, thank you. All right. Who already got into their bag? Come on.
I did.
Come on. Everybody got in, right?
I also think, Robert, maybe if someone's at home and they're like, what is this discovery kit? So Nordstrom, this is why this is such a cool thing. Nordstrom put together this sample pack of all the things you're going to go through and teach us a whole routine on complexion. If you did not receive one, just maybe grab your your makeup bag from home and follow along with the products that you have. At least you'll know a proper order of how to use what you have, or maybe learn something new with them. So that's what I would be doing if I didn't have it. But so many people did receive because they were one of the first to sign up in RSVP for the event. If you want to do these in the future, make sure you speak with your favorite beauty advisor and head to them, and they're going to teach you how to do that. We'll put the directions in the chat too.
I mean, these went really, really quick. So I don't know, maybe we'll have to get some more for next time, but so stay tuned for that. So you're gonna have to join live for later. Sorry, I dropped the safety pin. So those of you that have got the discovery kit, if you use a safety pin to open some of the little samples that we're going to use today, you just pop a little hole in it and you can probably get a couple uses out of each sample versus tearing it open and then it dries out. So just a little note there.
Art, I never would have thought about that, Robert.
So I dropped my pin, so I'm just going to make a little cut here. That works too. Just don't tear it open. But I think, so we got into the kits early, right? What is the last product, if you got the kit, what's the last product we would think about putting on? And in the collection, there is fragrance, there's mascara, there's a serum, there's a moisturizer. We'll go through all the products. There's even 2 different foundations in there in several different colors. So what's the last product you would put on? Well, most people would say fragrance.
Yeah,
so,
I would say so too. If I'm thinking about the order of operation of getting ready, it's like, okay, right before I leave, I even keep some by my door. That's when I do it. But what are you saying, Robert?
So I'm saying I start my day. So let's be honest. Who put in the chat, who woke up on the wrong side of the bed today or ever, well, you're here with us now. So take a deep breath. So let's start with fragrance. And the reason I like to start with fragrance, I like to start my day with fragrance is, it can bring back these memories. You recall a memory. It transports you to a place in time that, was a good memory, usually.
Right.
So La Vie Belle is our star fragrance. This is in the discovery kit. La Vie Belle means life is beautiful. It's our iconic fragrance. It's a warm, sweet floral created by 3 of the top perfumers worldwide: jasmine, orange blossom. Those are the surprise notes. And then iris is the main note at the top. It's a very expensive ingredient, but we spared no cost for La Vie Belle. Then we round it out with a little patchouli that gives that warmth, depth, sensuality. Who doesn't like a little sensuality? Especially in the morning, right? We're not thinking on those terms, but get you in the mood. So if you have your kit, I want you to open up your little sample and let's all get in a happy place.
I love that. So you're saying because this is bringing out those happier feelings, why not start it off right away? Especially because sometimes waking up in the morning, you might still see some pillow creases. You're like, oh my gosh, I'm getting old because these pillow creases are not going away. You might see things in the mirror that you don't like. This is like a buffer, right?
It's a mood enhancer in a spritz. But wait, the best part is everybody sprayed this on. I'd love to see in the chat. If you've sprayed in the chat, or if you put it in the chat, are you noticing those notes at the base of the fragrance? These are those gourmand notes. They're extremely addictive. Sponge sugar, vanilla, praline. It's so good. Those are those gourmand notes, and those are those edible notes that make you say yum. By the way, don't forget Mother's Day, May 14th. It's coming up. La Vie Belle is a perfect gift for moms in our life, and we're all kind of a mom in our life in some way or another, know. So take care of you, but start your day with fragrance. La Vie Belle is the way to go. If you've never smelled it, and if you don't have the discovery kit, get to your favorite Nordstrom beauty stylist and Lancôme beauty advisor and let them show you and experience La Vie Belle for yourself.
One of my favorite things is that its nickname is the fragrance of compliments, because like I've heard you say this before, like people will follow you. So don't worry if you don't want to be followed in the grocery store. People are going to ask you what you're wearing. So I think that that's one of the most incredible things. It also smells different on everyone. So it works uniquely with your own chemistry, and is my boyfriend's favorite fragrance when I wear it. So
I love it.
I love it.
And it's delicious. So, Miss Spencer, I love Lancôme. Thank you for that. For you to NVC, I'm sure that says
Orange Blossom.
Orange Blossom is my favorite. I always try to figure out what to say.
I
Orange Blossom
love
is my
Orange
favorite.
Blossom.
Takes me back to those summers in Arizona and and I love that warm breeze. Olga loves beauty. My name is Olga with Nordstrom Merrick Park. I love Olivia Bell. Thank you, Olga. We're glad you're here. Mwah. So let's get into the skincare. Let's get into complexion. So every year, do you know that we spend close to $1 billion on research, development, and new innovations at Lancôme? We are the global leader when it comes to cosmetics in the world of the prestige market. #1 in the world, Lancôme in the prestige market. I love that. I just got back from France. I was in Paris this past week. But I don't look jet lagged because we're going to show you those products. But I got to tour all the labs, meet all the scientific experts that are in their field that bring all these amazing products to fruition. And they bring these. I had no idea it was so in depth, Caroline. The depths of the research, the science, and all the testing to create these new formulas, they're all top of mind. And also, we test for all skin types, including really sensitive skin. A big number of the test subjects are for sensitive skin. So everything we talk about today, don't worry, we've tested for sensitive skin, for all ages, all skin tones, all ethnic backgrounds. I love that we are all about inclusion and represent that diversity around the world. And we are, a huge part of our mission is towards sustainability on a global scale. So it was really great to see in person that. So
that is so cool.
It was a really fun trip. But speaking of science, we're going to start with our serum, our iconic Genifique. So if you got the Discovery Kit, this is the Genifique. I'm going to hold the big bottle because I'm klutzy with my little samples. By the way, if you travel a lot, keep your little sample bottles because you can always refill them later. Remember, these are all clickable links. So if you want to check these out, don't leave us. But starting with the serum, serums, by the way, they're a high concentration of really powerful ingredients that are there to target specific concerns within the skin. Who's using a serum? Not a lot of people use a serum. Did you know that, Caroline? I'm really surprised.
Didn't know that because we learned that, I forget, there's like a specific percentage and there's not a big percentage of people. But I also wonder, maybe they only use one type of product and maybe that is a serum and they just use it for maybe moisturizer and serum. I don't know. But I think that people are really liking this idea of layering these products. You hear so much more about ingredients and like the big benefits that serums can do. And I mean, I'm a serum lover, but I know that it takes time. Yeah, it takes time though to like integrate all of that into your routine. So what is so beneficial about layering this specific one, Robert?
Well, if you think about it, it's a concentrated blend of ingredients that target specific concerns. So with Genifique is all about the radiance, the glow, and that protective barrier in our skin that keeps our skin healthy, keeps all the good in, all the bad out. That in a nutshell. So whether you're 7 or 107, Genifique is that one product that everybody can use, no matter what your skin type, age, whatever. You're going to see results in 7 days. So if you are not seeing that radiance, if you're not seeing that glow, try Genifique. It's a huge product for us, and it does so many things for your skin. It works on all key signs of aging. It's bifidus prebiotic, hyaluronic acid, vitamin C. It's all about all the things that you can do to help your skin, you know, go back in time and keep away from But when you open the bottle, the button pops up and it preloads your dropper. So you've got just the right dose. Caroline was demonstrating. It is this water light serum. So you think of really concentrated ingredients, you think it's going to be heavy. It is water light. It makes everything you put on work better. And it just gives this radiance and this glow. I don't know if you can see. I feel filtered today. Like, I feel so
That's
good.
okay.
I put a ton of
Amazing.
Genifique on today after flying all.
I'm gonna show on mine. And what I love, you mentioned the packaging. If you are a packaging lover, this one, you know when it's closed and you know when it's open. It has this like little clicking mechanism, and when you open it, it just loads all the formula in the dropper. Like he said, it's water-like and just it absorbs really nicely. And radiance, I want to make sure people realize that it's not an oily, like you're gonna shine throughout the day. It is your youth shining through, not this like, oh my gosh, I look like I'm sweating all day, which
Right.
I know is the fear for some people.
It is.
You're in Texas. I know the humidity is real there. So it's not going to make your skin like look shiny. It's
Yeah.
radiance.
You think of a child's skin, they have this light emitting from them. That's what Genifique is all about. And guess what? It even comes in the eye area. A delicate cream for even, again, most sensitive eyes, darkness, lines, wrinkles. If those are your concerns, Genifique Eye is that product. Thank you for holding up my little sample.
Of course, I would be confused if because this does not look like the one that you just held up.
Sorry.
No, I think it's great. I just wanted to make sure those of you who did receive the kit, this is the Genifique serum, and then the one that says the Genifique U is the one for the eye. And will you, Robert, again, hold up the package that it actually looks like size, because I think that is helpful.
There you go. That's how it comes.
Perfect.
It's a nice size jar, and that little tube, you don't think there's much product in there, but I want to show you. That's like a nice,
probably more than you needed to.
Long grain rice. And that's the thing. I think people overuse products. You don't need that much.
Right.
I'm very rough on my skin, so I usually use 2 fingers and I pat all the way around that orbital bone morning and night. Genifique, by the way, is morning and night underneath any product that you're currently using. So if you're not using Genifique now and you're already using another serum, put Genifique on first, slip your serum on top, and put your moisturizer on over it. Same thing with the eye cream. We make a Genifique eye pearl for the eye area that's for bags and puffins. So we've got a million products. So again, get to your favorite Nordstrom and talk with your beauty stylist. They can show you the range of products that we've got, basically to cover every concern that you could possibly have with your skin. So now we've got our Genifique serum on. We've got our Genifique U, which is eye cream on. So we have all that hydration, lines, wrinkles, our glow is coming back. Everything looks smoother and brighter, and we're not even to moisturizer yet. So next in our little kit in our discovery kit is the Absolute. All right. Genifique is a desert island product. I cannot live without Absolute. Absolute.
Biggest mistake was to introduce this to my boyfriend, because now I never have it.
It truly is one of those products. Absolute is our gold standard when it comes to skincare. And by the way, this is how it comes, and it does come in 2 forms. We have a soft cream, which is in your discovery kit, which we'll show you today. And it also comes in a much richer, kind of a dense cream. This is a very lightweight, fluffy texture. It drenches your skin with hydration. Absolute, just like its namesake, it's all about absolutely everything for day and night in one jar. So if you need a lot of hydration, and I mean oily skin, combination skin to very dry skin, we all need water moisture, not oily, greasy. And that's what I love about Absolute. You're going to get these results for your skin, but it feels light. It drenches your skin with hydration. And again, only use a small amount. Back to the science and technology, we have our own patented Lancôme rose. It's called the Lancôme Absolute Perpetual Rose. We did thousands of hybrids on this rose and came up with this superpower rose that blooms all year long. And we It's sustainably sourced, of course, and we take every part of the rose and use all the best of that rose and put it into the products along with another patented ingredient called proxylene. And proxylene turns on that water faucet within the skin and helps your skin with intense hydration. So if you're looking for the everything you can do in one jar, Absolute is that line. Now there's a serum, there's eye creams, there's a whole brand within Lancôme, the gold brand within Lancôme. So we have everything, even cleansers, but Absolute is that most luxurious, most decadent, anti-aging, most benefits you can put into one jar. And talking about sustainability,
Love this part.
even now have refills for it. And I know a lot of people say, well, there's not much cream in there. You will be surprised how far this goes. It transforms from this kind of rich feeling to this liquid-like texture, and it gets into the skin and feels so good on your skin. But you'll find more is not better. Just use the amount that you need. And when you're using it on your face, if you tend to be a little more shiny in the T-zone, put it on the outer side of your face first, where you tend to be a little more dry. Do the neck, the décolleté, the back of the neck. Don't forget those ears, and then blend it to the center of the face where we tend to have more oil. How's that feel, Caroline? You're glowing.
Oh my gosh, it feels so good. It you know, I had toner on before, so my skin was just like desperate for its moisturizer, and so it feels good with the Genifique first, and then Absolute second. And I think also what is good to remember when you're applying your skincare is thinnest to thickest, if you don't know. So if you have, you know, if you love skincare like Robert and I do, get your skincare in a row and decide. I like to do the hand test, so I'll put it on my hand and see which one drips down first, and then whichever one drips down first, you'll put that on, and then the next one. Because I think sometimes people are like, well, why would I put this one first? Why would I put this second? When it comes to serums, put that before your moisturizer and put the thinnest one first. But it feels so good. Glad I have my skincare on. And I love the fact about the rose, Robert. So it's not like the fact that we're just Lancôme and we're extra and we want to have a rose because it's who we are. It actually it's in our ingredients in the products, which is really cool.
In most of the products, which I love. So the Absolute family has the most concentrated version of that patented rose. So it's just an amazing anti-aging, all things good for your skin from Lancôme. By the way, since it is a one cream day and night, we did not put sunscreen in it, which is I love, because obviously I've been in the sun and I wear it now. Mother Nature's not kind. Don't forget sunscreen. And if you're like me, I hate sunscreen. Why? Because it feels heavy. It feels sticky. Not anymore. This is a UV Defense Aqua Gel. It's SPF 50, and it's a makeup primer all in one. It feels weightless. On deeper skin tones, it will not turn you white and ashy. On everybody's skin, it just has this beautiful texture. It's light, it melts into the skin, but you get that full broad spectrum SPF 50, and it makes your makeup sound better while we're being protected. Win, win, win. I love that. So don't forget about your Aqua Gel. This sells out all the time at Lancôme. By the way, don't forget, everything's shoppable. So if you don't see it on the screen, we'll pop things in the link. And you're going to get 25% off today on your Complexion products, which we're going to talk about next.
You are making me excited. I cannot wait. Love this product we're going to talk about.
Concealers, even some of the bronzers, some of the highlighter powders, dual finish powder. We even have our new Absolute primer. I wish we had so much time because I would go into all these products.
I mean, while you talk,
I'm a little excited.
They can see it applied at least. So you could continue, but I'll just put it on.
Okay. All right. Perfect. Good teamwork here. All right.
Yeah.
So let's talk about foundation, because to glow or not to glow, Matt, like what do you want out of your skin? Well, first off, remember 25% off concealers, foundations, and more. So I think there's a list or something we'll put up, or you can, again, talk to your beauty stylist or your favorite Lancôme beauty advisor. So we have different needs for different times. I live in Texas. I'm very humid here, so we need a little more matte maybe, but I'm super dry. So
Right.
maybe in every day I want a little more glow, and for more of a dressy look, I want matte. Neither one is wrong. Neither one is right. They're both just different options. We offer
Right.
every kind of finish that you could possibly want. And so we included in your discovery kit 2 different types of foundation. So we have our brand new Tontidal Ultra Wear. This was so fascinating to learn all about this at the labs. We just reformulated this. This is a full coverage foundation. It's blendable, it's buildable coverage, it's a natural matte foundation. Now, when you think of long wear foundations, because this is a transfer sweat resistant foundation, this is what's in your kit, in your discovery kit, and this is how the new bottle comes. We've changed it a little bit. 24-hour long wear, fragrance free, no mineral oils, non-comedogenic, all skin types, even sensitive skins. We added ultramarine blue and chromium oxide green pigments. What this does is it enhances those more olive shades. So if you tend to be more on that olive, kind of that that golden, but more on the little green golden side, a lot of times when you go olive with foundation, it can get very kind of yellowy, gray, or it gets orangey. So we added this oxide green pigment, and it gives you the perfect olive tone. So again, the shades that have the olive pigment are 230, 350, and 400. That doesn't mean a lot, but we do all of our foundations in intensities. So if you're very fair skin, you're going to want to be in intensity 1. You're more of a light shade, you're going to be intensity 2. Medium shade is intensity 3s. 4s are your kind of medium deep, and then deeper shades are intensity 5. So bottom line, get to the store, get in and get shade matched. If you've already used Tontidal in the past, this is a perfect time to get rematched. The colors have changed, they are different. And I'm putting that out there because if you buy the same color, more than likely it's changed, and I don't want you to have a bad experience. So go in, this is a great time, get color matched, get a free sample, and try out the new formula. This is what I have to say about this formula. I cannot believe we did this with this makeup. When you think of a long wear foundation, a full coverage, long wear, buildable full coverage, I always think of heavier. I always think of more masky. I always think of it being a little more thick. Not anymore. And I was blown away because I've been doing this a long time, close, 35, 40 years. I was shocked. They said, oh, it's a skin-like natural matte foundation, buildable full coverage. And I was like, wait, what? You won't understand until you put this on your skin and actually feel this. And when we say matte, it still looks like skin. My favorite part, Caroline, which color are you wearing, by the way?
So the lightest shade in the discovery kit is 105, and that's the shade that one of the recommended shades for me, because I used to wear shade 210 in the old formula, and I was straight away into a warm undertone before then. But now what's also different about this is you can be more flexible with what undertones you want to wear. So it's really about what you want. 105 is beautiful. I'm not hating it. The second shade in the discovery kit is 225. I don't know that I would typically wear something that intense. I prefer shade 135, and that is my preference now, but it could change, and that's okay if it does. In the summertime I might get a little tan, but this is my preferred shade, what I used on the back of my hand, and I'm only going to stay to half of my face because I will do the other one with the other formula. But I wanted you to see just what you were talking about, Robert, with like the beautiful coverage. And I can't believe we did it.
Well, I've used all those long wear foundations, and even our other foundation, our other pre-existing Tontidal Ultra foundation. There's no comparisons with the texture in the field. And I love what you said about preferred shade. So we did all these tests and, you know, the thousands, and I mean, we're talking into the 20,000+ measurements we did all over the world and tested colors and whatnot. Most people, when they buy a foundation, like for me, I'm very red. I love the red in my skin.
Right.
I wear very little foundation. So I want to keep my pink. I'm not like most people. Most people buy a foundation with the intention of wanting a little bit of correction. So a little more neutral or a little more yellow will cut the red. I stay in my cools. That's where I'm comfortable because I don't mind my red or my pinkness to my skin. But if you're somebody at home and you want something that's a little more corrective, let's say, you're very pink and you want it to be less pink, use a neutral or use a warm tone. But again, the shades are so forgiving. It is so easy. Your color will transform onto your skin and feel like nothing. This is not like any full buildable full coverage makeup that is a natural matte finish that I've ever felt, ever. And I was shocked. I have to say, I was shocked. But it also has SPF 25 in most of the shades, along with skin-loving ingredients like hyaluronic acid, moringa seed, which helps with some of that redness, vitamin E, and again, back to those prebiotics. So skin-loving, great feeling on your skin, super lightweight. The color range is amazing. Shade.
Look at the difference. It's like
look at that.
It's like, you know, when you do a Halloween look and it's like the scary side is on one side and then like the normal side, it makes a huge difference, and you would have never known because it feels so lightweight. It's incredible the amount of coverage you could get with just a little bit. And if you're concerned about if it settles into like lines or pores, I'm telling you, it does not settle. This is so incredible to have a matte formula that has this type of skincare loving ingredients. And it honestly, like, you never know when you love something already that's so good, like our previous formula. You're like, well, do we need to make it better or should we do that? Yes. If it's this formula, it is so superior with the correction that it does in such a small amount. You'll end up saving on your formula if you use it. You'll know. It's like, if you know, you know.
You know. Well, your complexion looks great, but it doesn't look masky, and that's what you're gonna love when you put this on your skin. It's just, all of you at home, time to go and get to your store and try this foundation. Once you do it, I don't know that you'll ever go back to one of those full heavy coverage type of foundations, because it doesn't have to feel like that. I always say, you know, we may want a lot of coverage, but we don't necessarily like that heavy feel or that heavy look, because you smile and things crack and, you know, lines show up or texture shows up more. This gives you the most skin-like finish on your skin, but still with that full buildable coverage.
I mean, I think also tapping into your expertise on just doing celebrity makeup and makeup on television and things like that. That's really where that advice is coming from. It's not like you don't want to perfect everything, and your goal is to build that coverage. But it shows in a lot of scenarios. And when you're doing something that's like high def TV or a red carpet event, you want to make sure that you don't see any of the makeup, you see the beauty.
Great. But never has that been spoken better. I mean, it's amazing. Hold on, I have a question here from when to use the serum. I think I answered that. Serums always go on before your moisturizer. Remember Caroline's advice, thinnest to thickest. Hope we answered that. I'm on toggling back and forth trying to make sure we get everybody's questions answered.
I see Megan Clark is here. Hi, Megan.
Megan. Oh my gosh, I love her. We love our Megan. Yeah, so the other foundation that we included in your discovery kit is the Tontidal Ultra Wear Care and Glow. So again, it's got your little packets of colors in there. And this foundation is it's 82% serum based foundation. So it's a real skincare type of a foundation. It has mandelic acid, which is great for the texture of the skin. Don't worry, it's for sensitive skins and all skin types. But it also has hyaluronic acid to help lock in and help with that hydration. It's medium buildable coverage, gives you a healthy 24-hour glow finish. It's ultra blendable, and it's kind of that all-in-one usage. It feels light, it's comfortable wear, it's sweat resistant, non-comedogenic, great for sensitive skins, like I said. And you know, dermatologists go to great lengths to make sure that these fit your skin and feel great on your skin. So I'm going to show you on this hand with the Care and Glow, and I've got, like, this takes so little, by the way. It is like, it feels like you're rubbing in a really
Nice.
wonderful moisturizer.
Yeah,
it feels hydrating. It's not heavy. And that's what I love about these foundations. Our labs have gone to great lengths to really make these as skin-like as possible, which is so opposite, I think, of what we think about when we think of fuller coverage. We always think, oh, it's got to be heavy. It's got to be heavy. It's not heavy anymore. We've taken out all that weighty, you know, feel of products and made it so it's just lightweight and feels so good. So you're putting that on the other side?
Yeah, and you know what I did? I'm gonna just help some people out there, because pro tip, I'm figuring this out probably in the same time you are. I'm like, how much is gonna come out? I put a little too much on at first because you know, first time user here on the tearaway. It has this like thing that's easy to rip off. I would definitely recommend doing that. And then you like tear away your little tab here. And I'm trying this lightish shade on here.
Aren't you smart?
Listen,
We got my little pin out.
I didn't know this before until I started to go, and then, you know, it all happened. I'm using
the smart ones of us out there opened their bag first. I didn't, right? I was trying to be.
I didn't. Shade 220 is the lightest shade there. Again, I'm very fair and I do prefer a different shade. I prefer shade 125, but I put 220 on there and it doesn't look bad at all. Yeah. I just really enjoy this shade 225. Don't forget to shake your bottles as well. This is with any foundation. You want to mix the formula because ingredients settle. And you could use your fingers like I just did, or you can use a traditional foundation brush, or Robert, you read my mind. I'm going to use this buffing brush and just go in here.
I love a good brush. And the brushes are synthetic. Our new brushes are all synthetic from Lancôme. So what's great about that is every single brush can be used as a foundation brush. So when I put on foundation, I typically use a much smaller brush because I just want to spot it here and there, as opposed to put it all over. So whether you're using a traditional fuller coverage, more dense foundation brush, or you're just spot checking, this is a beautiful foundation. I wanted you to see, can you see the difference in the skin? It's hard to see on this.
You just look so flawless altogether.
I mean, I don't put foundation all over my face, and well, maybe I need to start. So this is the Care and Glow, and you can see that radiance and that glow, but it looks like skin. And I put it on very sheer, but you have that beautiful radiance. And then this is the Tontidol buildable coverage matte finish on the bottom. So pick your passion. Don't forget 25% off on all of your complexion products, your foundations, your concealers. And we didn't even mention our all over concealer. So if you are somebody that somebody that likes a little more, or you want something that's a little more portable to throw in your bag for a little touch up through the day, right. Our all over concealer. It's a natural matte finish, skin loving ingredients, that moringa seeds in there as well, extract. It's a natural matte finish. It's a 24-hour ultra blendable. And so I'm very honest, and I'm going to tell you, what I think of concealer. I am not a concealer fan. I'm starting to get lines of wrinkles. I don't like them, and everything creases or cakes under my eyes until I found this concealer from Lancôme. And I was like, okay, always the skeptic.
Right.
If you want to know a skeptic, I'm that person. When I tell you this does not crease, it's amazing. It's comfortable. It's sweat resistant. It's not comedogenic. Great for sensitive skins, but it flexes with your skin. So it really moves with your skin. And we've got a great shade range, and even the applicator. It's got this beautiful doe foot applicator that gets it right into those precise areas. You don't need much at all. Let me see if I've got the right, make sure I have the right color here. But when you're putting this on, I mean, it literally just put a tap. I just tap it with my finger. You can use a brush, but usually you don't have your brushes when you're out and about. So the fact that you can just tap this on, dude, my little past, present,
And
future.
what did you call the applicator? A doe foot?
Like a doe foot, isn't that what it is? Like a
Yeah. No, I just like that name. I mean, it's wider than what you would imagine, like a traditional applicator to be. So you really can get away with just sticking it in your bag and utilizing it when you're out. You don't have to worry about bringing a brush. It's
Wait,
all,
which bag? This bag or your handbag? Just saying.
I can't with you.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I love this concealer. So if you need a new concealer, now's the time to get it 25% off. It's the best. It's the best price you can get this for anywhere.
Okay.
Say it.
Robert, we have a couple fans. They need to know, and I might need to know too. What did you use on your face today? You have a blurred complexion. What's your secret, Robert?
So, I mean, I have my sunscreen on because I've been out in the yard a little bit today, and I don't like sunscreen, but I'm using the UV Expert. Of course, I have my Genifique. I don't go anywhere or do anything without Genifique on. I have my Absolute Soft Cream. I have my Absolute Eye Cream. I have my Genifique Eyelight Pearl Serum. And then I used a little bit of the new foundation, but just kind of spot checked here and there, buffed it out a little bit. And then I set it with my setting spray, which is Fix It and Forget It. I think this is part of the 25% off too. This
Oh my gosh.
setting spray, oh my gosh, hyaluronic acid, it feels so good. All skin types. If you are super dry like me, we got you covered. If you're super oily, don't worry. It's for you too. It'll keep your makeup on longer. Even eyeshadow, I noticed, stays on better.
I was gonna say,
it feels so good. But
my favorite thing is like just spraying it even on your finger and just pressing it in if you're worried about the creasing or anything like that.
You're so good.
You're so good.
You're so good.
Hey, we actually have a couple other questions. Can I ask you them?
Yeah, sure.
So one's a little bit more complicated and may have to do with talking to an expert, but Megan, so she started with Renergie Claire and then moved to Tontadol 220. It's a little too yellow.
Okay.
Is there a color that has less yellow that you could think of, Robert, that than the new 305, which is she's saying is her recommended color, but is there one that you may recommend to someone within that range? I mean,
yeah. So if you were a 220, I just had this conversation. If you are a 220 cool in the existing formula, it did change. And the colors, this is what I'm saying. If you are questioning your color, don't just buy the color you've always purchased. Get into a store and
that's what I think.
The color. 305 neutral is identical to 220 in the existing formula. So 305 if you were in a 220, and I have both, and I tested them on my hand, and I showed the client because I wanted them to see it's identical. Because when you think, oh, I was a 2 and now I'm a 3, and I was a cool and now I'm a neutral, just trust me, it will work. Get in, get your new color. Those of you that have never used the formula before, you're going to love the new texture, and you have to get matched anyways. But if you are an existing client, you know, it is, I'll be honest, it is a little confusing, but we'll get you there. Don't worry. Talk to an expert at your store and they will match you and even share a sample possibly with you to get you the right color. But
And maybe they'll like something else too. I mean, I didn't know that I would like the color that I do. And so Megan, if you want to, if 305 is not your preferred shade, you might be happier with a different shade. And I think it just go in and ask for a couple samples. And I just saw Tonto Ultra Wear 24-hour. This new formula is 25% off. Did we know this? This is incredible. Like,
you can't even do that on Lancôme.
that we never do that. So just to let you know,
Tell your
it's a,
friends.
that. And then we have Sue Wyman. She was color matched in mid-March, and she wants to know if the formula has changed since then. What has occurred, and do you want to answer that one, Robert?
Sure. So we did transform the formula. Sue, I see your question. I'm not sure. Perhaps, well, let me
If it was
just
in store, it could have been the new formula, because I think that they did receive it around March. So I would just reach out, Sue, to your beauty advisor that you purchased with, or like what Robert's doing. There you go.
This is the new one. It's less verbiage on the front. So you can see this is the new.
So it has a long comb going that way.
Right, on the more vertical. And then this is the older formula, the classic formula. So this is no longer, this is the new. And trust me, when you put this on your skin, you're gonna love the new. We'll just get you over the color matching part, and then you'll be lifetime award winner for best skin, because you're gonna love the way your skin looks.
I'm just applying a little dual finish to be my true matte self on this side, so they can see what it looks like with a layering product and how beautiful and flawless it looks. But also you can leave it plain as well. But typically people who are looking for matte formulas, they also want a powder to go with it. And we have the best, Robert, I know that this is, I knew you wouldn't complain if I pulled that one out.
No, dual finish is like a staple. It's a powder foundation and it gives you full coverage or natural coverage, or use it as a setting powder. There's so many different uses for dual finish. I love it. And it comes in a huge variety of colors, and you know, 25% off. By the way, the highlighters in dual finish, if you've never used our highlighters, these are like, I'm going to show you this. It's like paint. It is so rich, creamy. Get these while you can, because these sell out quick. So look for those. 25% off. Just saying, it's a deal. But hey, you know what? We forgot about mascara. We still have mascara left. Oh my God.
We did not forget.
I almost forgot.
I don't have mascara on, and I would not forget this.
Okay, so in our collection today, our discovery kit, we put our Lashy Doll mascara. Okay, I know I get really excited about products, but I've been in this so long that you know, I'm like a lot of you. We do a lot of stuff and we have a lot of product, and we get our hopes up that something's going to be as good as the hype, right? This mascara changed my life. This is the missing link for me for mascara. Lashy Doll, long, wispy, targets each and every little lash, as if you went and had lash extensions put on. It fans them out. It gives you a full lash look. It has a curved elastomer brush with 360 micro bristles. This mascara, everybody's about volume like this way, but volume where it's really wispy and long and stretched lashes, that's what this is all about. And it's unlike everything else. It's those fluttery lashes. It's that, like you went and had them glued on without the glue. I want to show you one thing though. When you're applying this, you're going to pull the wand out of the tube. You're going to knock off the little tip, okay? And then you're ready to go. When you apply this, you can start at the root, but I love this because I want that lash extension effect. Go a little slower. Hold that curve of the brush so it fits the contour and the shape of your eye, like Caroline's doing, and then go slow. And did I mention it curls? So if you have those lashes that hang straight down, which mine do, you can get that ultimate lift, and it's so light. One dip though, go one eye, then the other, then back to the other, then back to the other. If you've never tried that before, you've got to try it with this formula. Wispy, long, individually separated looking lashes. I adore this mascara.
Actually on trend right now. What you just described, it's no longer this like all there. You want your shaping lashes is now like a thing. So whatever mascara you might be using, whether it's this one or your favorite mascara, it's all about seeing the individual lashes and that wispiness. So taking your time to apply is actually a really good tip, Robert.
I love this. I have to, when I put on my mascara too, I have to blow dry it while I'm doing it, which is this. So I put it on. And I don't do a lot of wiggling. When you work with this formula, you'll see, like if you just want to tip your favorite mascara, you can get just those little wispy tips on your favorite mascara. You got to try this mascara if you've never tried this. This is right now our #1 mascara at Lancôme. It's a game changer. I never thought that we'd have a mascara like this, and we did it once again. #1 in mascara for 3+ decades at Lancôme. There's a reason we spend so much money on research and development. When I saw all the brushes, we develop all our own brushes, thousands of brushes. They patent all of our brushes. This patented brush delivers the product in such a way that it gives you these long wispy lashes. You're going to love it. By the way, I can't not mention our Sills Booster. It's a primer conditioner for your lashes. It's like night cream for your eyelashes. Put it on before you go to bed at night. You can sleep in it. It's a conditioning treatment for your lashes while you sleep. But if you put it on before you put on your favorite mascara, it makes each coat of mascara look like you put on one coat, look like two. So
well, I snuck it on before you went through it. I'm like, oh, I don't care if he's not going to mention it. I have to get my conditioner on first.
I get so caught up in that mascara. I just love it. Oh my gosh, this has been so much fun. Let's see if we have a couple more questions here. Sue, I hope I answered your question. I would reach out to your beauty advisor, like we said. I just want to make sure that's conveyed, because I want you to make sure you have the right formula or the right color. Okay. We've covered so much today.
I know. And I feel so much more confident leaving with my full face of makeup. I don't have perfect skin, and I wasn't sure if I could conceal everything I wanted to with what I was all the minimal products, because I recently had like a breakout, and the combination of the new foundations, even the medium coverage, like almost sealed the deal. I almost didn't need to add that, but you know, that all over concealer, it just really finishes and adds the rest of what I need. I feel really great, and thanks for like coaching me through all of the skincare pieces. And the fragrance, make sure fragrance first.
I'm happy.
That made me even happier. I love it. So good. And thanks everybody for joining us as well. That was fun.
We forgot, you know what? We have a sweepstakes winner. Drum roll, please. Who's going to get the big prize? Brittany C. Don't worry, we'll reach out to you. Nordstrom will reach out and make sure you get your prize package from Lancôme, some great skincare products that you're going to love. So I think there's a trend show this weekend happening. There's all sorts of events going on. You know, Nordstrom, it's just kind of the event center.
Yeah, it's like trick-or-treating all year long for adults. It's like you go there and you have a party and you get treats to bring home. So make sure you reach out to your local Nordstrom to see what's going on. And this was so much fun, Robert. Thanks for having me.
Thank you. And thank you everybody for watching and enjoying your discovery kits. Those of you that got them, get to your store if you did not and try out some of these products, get shade matched. Give big hugs and kisses to all the beauty and stylists and beauty advisors for me out there. And thank you. don't forget your 25% off. It goes, I think, through the weekend for Complexion products, which is Complexion plus, plus, plus. So
Wow.
you're taking advantage of those great deals, and tune in next time for our all our virtual events coming up. I think you guys have done an amazing job chatting and being involved today, and I'm glad you all got those kits, and hopefully we can do more next time. So thank you all for being here. Caroline, thank you as always. You're a doll. I love you to death, and so appreciate you, and you look fabulous.
Oh, thank you.
We'll see y'all next time. Bye.
Bye.